Hi there, Pete Warnock here from Naturally Ecstatic, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be exploring how you can become more naturally ecstatic, how you can use your breath and your awareness and your mind to open up to different levels of natural ecstasy that are inside of you. We're going to be learning how you can reset your nervous system, how you can turn yourself from fight or flight and from being affected by stress into being super chilled, into being completely relaxed, and into really letting yourself enjoy the wonder of life, the wonder of sensation. And there's a lot of people out there at the moment who are experiencing anxiety, overwhelm, depression, all sorts of things like that. And these techniques that I'm going to teach you can be really, really effective in reframing this, in turning it around and changing the way in which we perceive it. So first, I invite you to close your eyes. Put your awareness in your breath. It doesn't matter how you're breathing now, just put your awareness in your breath. Become fascinated with the sensations, the feelings, the quality of life that is here in you now. And start to become aware of where your breathing is happening inside of you. Notice if you can feel the passageway of the breath coming in and out of your body. Notice which parts are active in your breathing, which parts of your body are doing the breathing, and which parts of your body are moving because of your breathing. And as you're doing this, relax. This is a movement of awareness. It's not a really deep trying. You're just noticing what you notice and where you notice. Is your breath coming in through your nose and out through your nose? Or is your breath coming in through your mouth and out through your mouth? There's nothing that you need to change, just notice. Becoming fascinated with this, with your breath. Becoming intimate with the actual sensation in the body. All sensation is life. Notice where you allow this life, where you welcome it, where you enjoy it, and notice where you oppose it, where you react to it or resist it. And just turn off the logical side of your mind. We're using our awareness, not our thinking, to explore ourselves. Becoming embodied has nothing to do with thinking and everything to do with awareness. And now everybody's starting to breathe in and out through your nose. And the invitation is to breathe in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. And starting to explore breathing through the nose. In this way, you can let the count be at whatever speed works for you. And notice how the breath is in your body. Notice the track of the breath, the path of the breath. Notice where does it go down to in your body. Notice the parts that expand and the parts that contract. So the invitation is to breathe fully and deeply without any tension, just a sense of expansion, and then to empty the breath fully, again without any stress, but really emptying the lungs. So your count of 1 to 4 fully fills your lungs. And your count of 4 out fully empties your lungs with no strain, with no tension. And just allow yourself to explore and enjoy this. Enjoyment is a choice. What do you need to do inside of yourself to enjoy this? Breathing through the nose, in and out through the nostrils. And on the next inhalation, take the breath right down into your pelvis. Fill your pelvis, fill your belly, then fill your chest. When your chest is full up to your collarbones, fill the back of your chest behind your heart. Fill underneath your armpits. No tension, just expansion. When you're full, you let go. And then you breathe out through the nose for a count of 4. Letting the breath escape. Breathing every tiny little bit of breath out of you. When you're empty, you release. And then you start to fill from your pelvis all the way up through your body, front, back, sides, all the way up for the count of 4, right up. When you're full, you let go. And then you breathe out. All to the count of 4. So you're filling and emptying to this count of 4, whatever count is comfortable for you. And being really interested with the sensations in the body, the life in the body. If you feel it in your body, it is only for you. Welcome it. See what you need to do to enjoy it. Let it nourish you. If you start to get a little dizzy, then just ease off a little bit. But continue the deep, long breaths. Just letting it ease a little bit. Now notice what this breath is doing to you. How does it make you feel? Is it energizing? Or is it calming? Is it making you mentally clear? Or is it getting you into a kind of trance state? Do you feel really in your body? Or do you feel really in your mind? Just notice what this breath does for you. And keeping the count the same, you're going to let the mouth hang open, let the jaw soften, let the throat soften, and continue to breathe through an open mouth. To a count of 4 for the in-breath, and a count of 4 for the out-breath. Still filling from the pelvis all the way up, filling front, back, side simultaneously, all the way up to the collarbones, an expansiveness filling you. When you release, the breath falls out and you empty then from the pelvis all the way up through the body. You empty from the pelvis all the way up. When you're completely empty, you release. The breath rushes back in a little, and then you start to fill from the pelvis, from the belly, expansion up through the body. And you just explore this at your own pace, at your own time. And in this breathing, through this breathing, noticing how you meet the sensations, the feelings, the life. Do you welcome it? Do you let it nourish you? Do you enjoy it? Or do you resist it? Do you oppose it? Do you suffer because of it? Because when we oppose, and when we resist, we suffer. So the invitation is to welcome this. To see what you need to do to open to and enjoy this sensation that is in your body. It's only in your body. And if it's in your body, if it's in your feeling senses, it is only for you. So meet it, welcome it, let it nourish you. And as you're breathing in this way, count of 4 for the in-breath, count of 4 for the out-breath. You're really welcoming the breath, welcoming the life. You're tuning into an expansiveness, a spaciousness inside you as you fill. You really feel it in the back, in the sides, in the front of the body, inside the body, an expansion. And then as you exhale, you feel this gentle contraction, no tension. There's still a sense of expansiveness even in the contraction of the out-breath. Can you tune into that? And as you're breathing through your mouth, the jaw is soft, the mouth is soft, the throat is soft and open. You're not sucking your breath in, you're drawing your breath in. Can you notice, can you feel the pathway of the breath? Do you feel where it goes in your body? See if you can meet that. See if you can feel that. And smiling a little to yourself as you're breathing. It's an inner smile, an intention of a smile rather than curling up your lips. The invitation is to meet every sensation with a full-bodied, full-beinged yes. It is life gracing us. Sensation is life gracing us, nourishing us. Life is a living spirit. And it's in you now. And every sensation that is there, every feeling is life moving through you. Can you let every sensation mean that life is loving you? Because life loves us. Can you allow yourself to be loved by the sensations in your body, the sensation that is here now? And breathe that through your body. If you find you're trying too hard, relax. Notice what breathing through the mouth is doing to your body. Notice what it's doing to your state. Is it different to how it was through the nose? Or do you feel different? Do you feel embodied? Do you feel in your mind? Do you feel focused? Do you feel unfocused? Do you feel alive? Notice how you feel. What you notice is what matters. If you notice that breathing through your mouth makes you really calm or really invigorates you or whatever, then this is your experience. You know that you can use this breath to take you back to this place. If you were to speed this breath up, it would amplify it, it would bring up your energy more. And if you were to slow down this breath, It would make you much more calm, make you much more slow. You can explore. Coming into awareness of our breath and consciously choosing to breathe in particular ways gives us power over how we feel. It gives us control and responsibility for accessing different places within ourselves, different states within ourselves. And when we can get this, we can activate it whenever we want. If we need to really be calm, then we can take some long, slow breaths. If we need to zing ourselves up and get a bit more energy, then we can take some deeper, fuller breaths. And it only takes a few breaths. Breathing through the mouth brings us more into our embodied state, brings us more into our physical body. Breathing through the nose takes us more into mental clarity and focus and control. So after this video, you can go away and play with what does this breathing do for me? What does it do when I breathe through my nose fast and when I breathe through my nose really slowly? When I breathe through my mouth fast, when I breathe through my mouth really slowly. Play with it. See what it does in your body, because then your knowing becomes something that you can start to rely on. You can start to use in your daily life to help you deal with whatever happens in us. So the next inhalation, the next in-breath, take a big full breath in. Then hold the breath, close the mouth, and then open up the tiniest of holes, like the size of an eye of a needle, and let the breath escape through the mouth, through this tiny hole, the size of an eye of a needle. Let the breath escape slowly and relax through the rest of the body. There's just a little bit of tension in the lips to hold this and relax. The breath will escape in its own speed, at its own time. And you relax and you slow down inside of your body. When the pressure in the lungs has stopped allowing the breath to escape, you then push the rest of the breath out, again through this tiny, tiny little hole. When you need to breathe, you take another big breath in. Deep, full, filling the front, the back, the sides, the pelvis, the belly, and the chest. Then you purse the lips, tiny little hole, and you let go of the tension in the body. You let go of the diaphragm. You relax into your body as this breath escapes naturally through this tiny hole. And you relax through your body. Everything in your body slows down. You tune into slowness, to relaxation. And there's still a sense of spaciousness and expansiveness there. So tune into that and drop into that. And doing a few breaths like this. letting the breath be as slow as you can possibly make it and for as long as you can possibly make it. And if it becomes uncomfortable at the end of the breath, if you start feeling a little bit, oh, I really need to breathe, then just relax into that. We're bringing a little bit of stress into the body, but because we're consciously relaxing with it, we're starting to retrain the way in which we perceive stress. It's just the CO2 levels coming up in the blood, and it's a really natural, normal thing. And for this length of breath, it's not going to do you any damage at all. In fact, it means that when your CO2 levels are higher, the next breath you take in, it enables you to take more oxygen in. So let yourself breathe as slowly on the exhalation as possible. Let it go as long and as slow as you can. And really welcome going into any levels of discomfort that are there. As long as it's not pain, it's just an emotional kind of, oh, I really need to breathe. Relax into that. And then breathe when you need to. And just 5 or 6 breaths like this can take us out of fight or flight and into rest and heal. It can turn off the sympathetic nervous system and turn on the parasympathetic nervous system. And the more we practice, the more we start to master it. And again, seeing what you need to do inside of yourself to enjoy this. This is not about enduring yourself. Let yourself enjoy it. Tune into the ecstatic nature that is here. There is beauty, there is wonder, there is bliss. But you've got to allow yourself to feel it. You've got to come out of the part of the mind that wants to name it and judge it and give it meaning. And you just have to meet it with a yes, with fascination. And once you've finished this last breath, just relax. Let your breath come back to whatever your body chooses. And just notice how your body breathes when you don't make it breathe in a particular way. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel and notice where you feel. Notice if the breath is coming into the lower body, the pelvis, the belly. Even though the lungs don't go down there, the movement of energy goes down there, and the pressure of the diaphragm coming down puts pressure into the organs in the abdomen, which makes it feel like breath is coming down into the pelvis and into the abdomen. Invite the breath down into your perineum, your pelvic floor. See if you notice a movement, a very gentle movement as you're breathing in the pelvic floor. And it's not a forced something. It's not something you're trying to make happen. You're moving your awareness there. You're bringing a little bit of willingness for the breath to come all the way down there, but without force. Seeing if your breath is coming into your low back. And seeing if by moving your awareness and giving a willingness for the breath to come into this low back, seeing if you can take the breath in there as an expansion into the low back. And it doesn't matter whether you're breathing through your nose or your mouth at this point. Still welcoming the sensation, the life. If you're trying too hard, then just let go, soften. It's a movement of awareness and a little bit of effort. It's not a tensing of any kind. See if you can notice the breath moving up under your armpits. And then letting the breath become a little longer, a little deeper, a little stronger. Breathing in vibrancy. Really feeling that this breath is nourishing you, is filling you with life. Consciously choosing to feel that and to make that happen with your breath. And I invite you to breathe through an open mouth. Let your mouth hang open. Breathe the breath in through your mouth as an expansiveness through your body. Again, a little more dynamic, a little deeper, a little stronger, a little faster. And as you're breathing in this way, you're meeting every feeling, every sensation with a full-bodied, full-beinged yes. You're breathing yourself alert, you're breathing yourself alive, and you're breathing yourself awake. And as you're breathing in this way, I invite you to start to play with opening and closing the eyes. Don't come out through your eyes. Don't look through your eyes. Stay breathing in your body and see through your eyes rather than looking. It's like we're seeing from our being rather than looking from our mind. And you may have to play a little bit with closing and opening and closing and opening the eyes a little bit until you can actually be with your eyes open, fully embodied, in your breath, enjoying your breath, seeing from this place, from inside. Three more breaths, more vibrancy, more vitality, more nourishment, more alertness. And then letting the breath go and resting in yourself, letting your breath do whatever the breath wants to do. And you're resting in yourself with your eyes softly open, seeing, not looking. Really letting yourself relax and enjoy being this living spirit. And I invite you to take this into your day and have a magical day. Know that you can use your breath and use your awareness to make a yes inside of yourself to this life, to this feeling, to whatever it is. And if there's strong sensations, if there's strong emotions, then come away from the story, the meaning of it. Meet the sensation, the life of it. Take that in, let that nourish you, and that will transform for you. So take this into your life and have a magical day. Thank you.